for something that was already on the precipice of dying itself.
It's been dying for 40 years.
So why not let it run its course?
Because what more damage is it going to do? What more October 7th can we see?
Arguably less than anything that's already been done. So it's like taking action it's like putting down the dead dog after it's done all of its damage.
I don't think that you could say to the families of the 30,000 some people who were murdered by the regime just earlier, in January, that it's a dead dog. I think they would disagree.
It's their country, it's their people, it's their decision. It's their right to self-determination.
I'm not saying it's correct what was done. I'm just simply saying the facts of that, which I agree with, unilaterally, that the weakened situation was perceived by this administration as the moment to strike.
Agreed.
And what is done is done.
Agreed.
And so I think what's more interesting to me is, observing how America is dealing with this. I mean, we are in our own crisis, America, our own serious crisis. And there are crises around the world, particularly in this area. And without having a crystal ball, none of us know. And I think that what will happen in the next 2 weeks will be profoundly telling. Interestingly, people will say, this was a good move or this was a bad move, which in and of itself is a bizarre theater because your point is correct. You've got, America taking action in a place that's not its
That's
backyard.
A sovereign country.
Yes. And to your point, you've got, decades of a menace that is now off the table.
I would disagree with that.
Maybe.
Exactly. We don't know.
Yes.
And the worst part is that in the lead up to this, Iran's relationship with Russia and China and other countries that are successfully countering American influence worldwide had grown closer than ever before. And
I think they're fair weather friends that just turn on them in a second.
What are you concerned about, Andrew?
So there's a number of things here. So first of all, with the removal of Maduro in Venezuela, which happened less than 60 days ago, and now the assassination of a leader.
The decapitation of the regime.
Which was the same thing you did here when you rendered Maduro, right? It's a decapitation of a regime.
That's different. I would say if you're going to, extract someone, you haven't killed them. So that's not decapitation.
That's basically
extraction.
Swapping out the CEO. This is completely reforming the company. Or at least
I agree with that because they were different countries. They operated in different ways. But when you attack the leadership, when you attack the head of state, that is protected under international law. Because when you do that, you open the gates for everyone.
Of course.
What is at the heart of your concern? Because it sounds like you're saying that this wasn't the right time to do this. And so what are the unintended consequences that you're foreseeing?
So there is a domino effect that happens with every decision that the United States makes. And now that we have essentially taken this military action against a sovereign country, it opens the door for all sorts of other countries to just unilaterally choose when they're going to take action against another sovereign. We have created more opportunity for more rogue nations, which is a greater abandonment of an international community, which destabilizes our global trade, our economics, our sense of personal security. The Americans are less secure now than they were 4 days ago. They're targeted now more than they were 4 days ago. And if we are coming to the conclusion that we need to make things worse before we can make things better, that's a conversation I guess we can have, the debate we can have. But with the crisis that we have here at home, with the concerns that exist, with the stated priorities.
What crisis here at home?
We have an economic crisis here at home, an immigration crisis here at home. We have a crisis of politics here at home. Like the United States is...
I would just say it's tribal warfare here at home. I mean, I watch it and it's just very, very, very dangerous. Keep going.
No. It's just now we have just exacerbated that even more. And we've exacerbated that more with an ally in the Middle East that just got done carrying out one of the most destructive attacks in history against Gaza.
You brought up something. You talk about sovereignty with regards to the January 8th, the violence committed against the protesters. You said that basically it's their own people's self-determination. How does the international community deal with acts of state violence against its own people?
So we have a word for that, and it's called intrastate conflicts.
Okay.
Conflict inside of a state, a civil war.
Right.
The international community has no responsibility for stepping into a civil war.